I'm Mengjia Ren, and I'm here to present to you our business pitch idea, self-sustained protein cycle and decompose. My partner is Fengchun Yang, and actually Fengchun got this idea when he was working in a local organic farm, where he realized that the price of the fish meal has gone up a lot in recent years. So the fish meal is a very important protein source for the poultry industry. So we were asking this question: is there any cheap alternative for the fish meal to feed our chickens, our poultry? And the answer is yes. We immediately thought of the case in China where they raised the housefly and used housefly pupa to feed the chickens. And the result turned out to be stunning because the chickens were more healthy and the eggs turned out to be more orange, which shows that they contain a better nutrients. And there once was a significant bird flu spread in China, and almost all the chickens were affected except for the chickens that were fed by the housefly pupa. Here. We got a lot of food waste every day here. Most of the food waste either go to most of the food waste will go to landfill. And in order to take advantage of the food waste, although they are called waste, but actually they are organic sources. So we want to make use of them by raising our black soldier fly larva. So not housefly, black soldier fly. It's a totally different species. Black soldier fly is a non-disease spreading and non-pest fly species originated in America here. So this is our ultimate product, the black soldier larva. The black soldier fly larva, and we use the food waste to feed them. And because they contain a very high protein, so they could be used as the additive to the feed of our poultry. And the poultry will be very happy to eat them and produce good food for us. And the food will again goes to the food waste and this cycle. So this circle is what we call the self-sustained protein cycle, as you can see. So once again, the black soldier fly is a non-disease spreading, non-pest, indigenous fly species. So how are we going to produce it? We summarize the production techniques, characteristics with these 4 words. It is existing, it is easy, it is environmentally friendly, and it is expandable. So the technology is already very mature because it has been developed for years in China. However, they are using the housefly, but we want to adopt the technology but change it a bit to be adapted to American cases. So it's bacteria-free, meaning the eggs are bacteria-free, and we will hatch eggs and raise the larvae later in an artificial environment so that it is totally not polluted, not contaminated by the natural environment. And it is also very easy to raise because the lifespan of the black soldier fly is very short. And during this time, during 82 days of their lifespan, they don't eat anything. They just drink water and lay eggs. This is all they do. So also they're environmentally friendly because the black soldier fly actually they repel the houseflies. So they are actually doing good to the environment rather than bad. So it's very good to farms and the surrounding environment because housefly is disease spreading and they are annoying and they very bad. And also it's very expandable, meaning they can facilitate the scaling up of our production. If such technology is kind of scaled up, and according to the economy of scale, we can reduce the cost over time if we expand our business to a large size. So first of all, we need a barn, a place to raise the flies and pupas, and then we use this kind of net to use it as a cage to breed our flies, to let them lay eggs. So this will be what it would look like. So the black soldier fly will drink water and lay eggs on the bedding of as we prepared in the net. And then after they lay eggs, we will collect the eggs to put them in these cases, containers to let them hatch in an appropriate temperature and humidity after all the eggs were laid, after all the eggs were hatched, we will dump them into this kind of units. This is what they use in China. We'll see what can be made as improvements here as regard to the space and ways to collect all the pupa. So after, this is a decomposed area basically. Every unit like this could consume up to 30 kilograms of food waste every day by those little pupas. It's really impressive. And these waste, food waste, are what we're going to use as new inputs to our production. And then after eating up all the waste, they grow up and they become the large ones that can be used to feed the chickens. So here we're going to compare the current feed industry with our business project. So not exaggerating, the current feed industry is quite unsustainable because of the following three reasons. According to the research that has been done, the agriculture in the next 40 years will be growing. However, the price of the main source of the nutrient protein, which comes mainly from the fish meal, has an increasing trend. So also the supply of the fish meal is quite unstable because different seasons have different fish species, and different species contain different content of protein. So these three reasons contribute to the unsustainability of the current feed industry. However, we can produce the protein at a cheaper price and with a better quality because the main input we use is food waste, which comes with almost no cost. And it's better quality because compared to the fish, because there has been research that has been done about the contaminants in the ocean water, which leads to very heavy matter in the fatty acids of the fish. So, not exaggerate, the fish meals will have lower quality if they are contaminated by ocean water. But we can ensure the quality by controlling the environment of our production. Also, we can supply reliably and provide a cleaner environment for the local communities because we not only clean up the waste, but also repel the houseflies for them. So here is the chart showing that the fish meal productions, you can see it's very constant in recent years. But the percentage in agriculture use has gone up a lot since 2 decades ago. And it has reached 70% 7 years ago. So it's quite so here is the fish meal price. As you can see, the fish meal price has a constant increasing trend, and it has reached $2,000 per ton 2 years ago. The price has gone up a lot since 1998. So as you can see, it's quite unsustainable if the price keeps going up. We did a brief market analysis for the demand of fish meal in the US. So the method we use is to calculate by multiplying the fish meal consumed in the US every year by multiplying the feed consumed by each chicken times the number of chickens in the US every year and times the percentage of fish powder used in the chicken balanced diet. That gives us the fish meal consumed each year in the US. So the result, as you can see, we will have 2.65 million metric tons of fish powder consumption each year here in America. And for every 1% market share, we can have a revenue of $25 million per year at a price of $1,000 per ton, which is quite low, and which is already a low price for the trend that we analyzed before. Oh, so the market limitations. There's no specific regulation on the commercial business on black soldier fly so far here, because this is quite a new business. But we want to keep the food safety concerns at the first place. So we will have a lab experiment before the actual business operation, so which will be included later. have targeted our consumer. We separate our consumers into 3 categories: the organic farm, non-organic farm, wholesale, and retail. Because our product is an organic product, we will enter organic market first. As our business operation expand, we can reduce our production cost over years. So that will give us the price advantage and compete with the non-organic protein sources in the future. You can see there's an increasing trend of production over years. And first 2 years, organic market is the major market for us. And later the non-organic market will go up. And the retail basically keeps constant or it varies. Retail basically consists of individuals who are interested in our products, like the pet raisers, if they want to feed their pets with this fresh protein source. So this is our business model. As I was interviewing former employee in Plaza, he suggested me that in order to sell our products, we better overcome the challenge of cultural acceptance, because most of people will think this kind of insect is not that acceptable for chickens. We want to help people to overcome this psychological barrier by using these for marketing strategies. We can call it marketing strategy, or it's just results to persuade consumers. Ways to persuade consumers. The first is to show them real effects on their products. Meaning, if they use our product, if they use the lava duck as a protein source for their chickens, for their poultry, they can see a significant difference between their eggs or their meats. So if there's improvement in their quality, product quality, then they should be able to be happy to accept this. And then the second strategy is to give them our products for free for 2 months. Let them experience it and see if they like it. After 2 months, they can purchase from us. If they don't, they can just don't bother. Also, we want to give the compost as gift to farmers. The compost comes from food waste. So after decomposing all the food waste, there will be 5% of the residue left as the compost. So we want to give it for free to farmers as the incentive to buy our product. And also, because the raising cannot be patented, so this is a competitive market. Anybody who sees a profit of such business could enter if they want. So we want to create some barriers to entrance by applying some R&D patents on the feeding material and facilities. And also, over time, we want to lower our production costs by improving our breeding technologies. So here is the chart that lists all the different nutrients content of different protein sources. It's a comparison of nutrients. So our direct competitors include the fish meal, housefly pupa, and earthworms. And indirect competitors include all the plant meals. So as you can see in the last row, the black soldier fly meal has a very competitive protein content and other fatty acids content as regard to other protein sources compared to other protein sources. So it's very competitive. So it's a very perfect alternative for fish meal as well. So here is the go forward plan. In the first 3 months, we want to do some lab experiments to ensure that the food is safe. Meaning that we want to use our products to feed chicken, and then to see if the chicken is healthy, if they are their eggs, their meat are healthy to consumers. If everything is ensured to be safe, then they are good. And then we'll also do some marketing in the first 3 months. And then we want to construct some infrastructure necessary to conduct our business. So basically the infrastructure in the first stage would include some land being purchased, and the barn, some refrigerator, and the cutting machine like this. And then in the next 3 months, we will explore the market by giving the free trials to the farmers for 2 months to let them experience our product. And their choice to buy our product or not after these 2 months. So after that, we will operate our business as usual for about 1.5 years. After that, we will see if the business goes well. We will consider construct more infrastructure to expand our business capacity. So this 3 months will be the construction stage 2. And then after that, we will operate our business and expand the market as much as we can to get more profit. And in the long term, our goal is to have on-site local business throughout the United States. So here's the table. It shows that the financial analysis of our business in the first 4 years. So how did we get these numbers? The income before tax is calculated using the revenue minus the expenses. Revenue streams basically come from the food waste recycling, paper wholesale, and retail, and compost. Of course, the compost is zero. The compost is given for free. But it is a possible revenue stream in the future if we want to charge a price on it. So the food waste recycling. I interviewed some restaurants in the State College about their waste management. Most of them expressed that they encounter a cost of their waste management. So we could charge the restaurants and the dining halls probably at a very competitive price to get a small revenue stream from the food waste recycling from them. And also the 98% of our production will go to wholesale and 2% will go to retail. And expenses are from utilities, transportations, employee, and marketing, since we want to exploring and expand our marketing cost. This marketing will be expense over time. So basically, these numbers gives us the income before tax. So all these numbers are very valid because we checked online about the current prices of different infrastructure and we calculated in a logical manner. So the tax rate, we use the corporation tax rate online that we found in Pennsylvania and get the net income. Net income is the income after tax. So what about the capital investment, the upfront cost? So what I just talked about is just variable cost and the revenues, and that gives us the income. But the capital investment at the very first place includes these 4 categories. First is lab and marketing, and next is construction stage, construction 1, and marketing exploration in construction stage 2. The lab and marketing, as I said, we want to test food if it's safe. And the construction stage is just infrastructure cost. The market exploration is, since we operate as usual and we give the products for free, of course, we suffer a loss in the first 2 months. But that is treated as the upfront cost as well. So we discounted all the revenues and expenses and got this net present value chunk. As we can see, we can recover almost all the upfront costs at the end of the first year. So this is really optimistic. This is the optimistic result. However, we would think we also did a sensitivity analysis of the price. What if the products could not be sold well? What if the economy is not functioning well? So there are so many uncertainties involved in the business environment. So we want to do a 50% decrease in the price sensitivity analysis. So this is the result of the analysis. And as you can see, still with between 3 to 4 years, we can recover all the upfront costs and be profitable. So, team strength. So, Fengchun and I are both very motivated and initiative first people. Fengchun got very good leadership and networking ability. He is right now the president of the Chinese Student Scholar Association in Penn State. This organization is the largest student organization in State College, and it is the recipient of Outstanding Student Organization last year. So I got a lot of research experiences in the sustainability and economics with the Penn State professors. Also, we both got internship experiences. Like he had 3 internship experiences in the local organic farms. And I got some internship experiences in the patent law office and some energy companies. I am triple majoring in economics, energy business finance, and mathematics. And I'm a Schreiner Honors Scholar, and he is majoring in agriculture science, and also exploring the agriculture business management. So we were both very self-motivated. Also, Fengchun got experiences of raising housefly pupa before, so this gave him some practical experience of doing that. Okay, here's some detailed information about me and Fengchun. Although there are just 2 members right now in the team, but I have met people who have very strong interest in this project. So if we think it's necessary, we will include more people in the management team. If we think they are qualified. So here are some contact information about of me and Fengchun. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us. And thank you for patience and listening.